No!
Sorry.
And I think we'll start on that note, right?
Nope.
So previously on D&D, the last time played, y'all went on your journey with your own private boat this time, as you went northeast and set sail, as you were looking for the place where your friend Sapphire went. After some exploration and travel, you arrived at a location where a naiad who have been sort of hitchhiking on your journey guided you towards, as from a magical item that you got, a water spirit that has a crush on Raven has been following with you. She guided you to the destination as Raven went ahead. And after some many hours of swimming, she eventually found the hidden mermaid city. It was much larger than she anticipated. Much, much larger.
Little.
And when she arrived, she got arrested, in a way. As, you know, the city is not used to having visitors, especially from across the world. They got a little bit suspicious, but after some arrangements and the party being processed, you were allowed to enter, as you all met the king of the city. As it appeared that the king of the city is in fact Raven's uncle. And Sapphire, all your friend, is actually a princess. As celebration for saving the princess from captivity, there was told to have a feast in all of your honor, as you all helped in this mission. And on this very day, in the evening, that festivity will take place. As you would wake up, all from your slumber. Of course, Raven and Lyra first.
I'm sorry to butt in here, but didn't we already go to the city after we woke up?
We saw
Well,
the water too.
You're all in the water.
When we in the
Yeah, no, I mean
water?
we woke up, we went exploring in the city because we had to wait for the banquet.
Yes. But this is now it's the morning of the banquet, essentially.
Ah, okay.
So the banquet is today. So you spent one day already in said city. That is called Neptune.
I have no idea where I slept.
You slept with your cousin?
Yes. The cousin slept at her place, I think. No,
Well,
you didn't.
Mally was in the cousin's place.
No. The
No.
cousin was at... What's
Yeah,
her face
well,
name?
I have her name somewhere.
Let's just about to open the notes.
Celia.
Milia.
Yeah, Amelia.
So
Yeah.
Celia, which is Sapphire, was with me and Milia.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we would have breakfast and whatnot, and I would ask, what time is the the food?
Well, we don't really have time since we're underwater, but You know, it is
You don't?
your evenings. No, because we're so far down, so the sun doesn't show.
Can't you just sense the time though?
I can't.
Oh. I can, but so in how many hours do you think it's gonna be?
Well, it's gonna start around dinner time,
Okay,
and then it's going to go on during the evening.
got it.
So we have a few hours on us.
Hmm. I'm not sure what to do though. We already explored the city yesterday, and it's not like we have money to buy anything.
Have we explored everything though?
No, because the city is so big that you could never explore everything.
Hmm. Well, I knew of a few places to go.
Right? Well, sure, we can go there. It's not like we have anything to do. If you wouldn't mind showing me around, and I'm assuming my friends as well.
Oh, sure.
No, we can go pick them up later. I mean, they'll be awake in about 4 hours. Oh no, wait,
Oh.
we talked way into the night. They'll be awake in about like an hour.
Right. They don't sleep like us, do they?
No, they don't meditate. Except for Lyra. Lyra meditates. I think she meditates better than me, to be honest. But...
Oh.
but that's just her.
Can I grab some food?
What?
Food.
Yeah, of course.
I have sushi.
Ooh, you do? That's great.
I can follow me, she says. And she would kind of go out and swim away, and you notice that she's swimming to the castle.
I don't care. If I'm with her, I don't give a fuck.
As you're swimming, you will notice that there's a few guards kind of looking at her like, oh, it's, you know, the princess. And then they notice you and they're like, wait, what?
Fuck is this?
Yep. But they don't interfere as she is taking you towards the kitchen area, as there are merfolk, tritons, sea elves, mermaids. It's Lacrofa. Everybody is essentially preparing for breakfast and the banquet later, and dinner time. So they kind of preparing for the entire meal, all the meals during the day. And you notice one Triton is kind of wearing a very interesting hat, because the hat looks broken. It's white and it has like a rim, and it looks like it's supposed to go further up, but it's kind of torn apart. As it's a chef hat that he kind of have ripped apart and wearing. And he's kind of looking at you two like, you two again. Well, I know you usually come up, but I haven't met you yet. He says.
I'm just a friend of her. I'm Raven.
Oh, you're Raven? Yeah, I heard about you.
What? No, don't worry. You probably got the wrong one.
You're the one that saved the princess.
I look at Sapphire like with the eyes of I hate everything about her. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never saved anyone. I'm really weak and I'm very bad at fighting.
You know that most of the city knows about you already, right?
Oh, God. I look over at like
She kind of looks, guilty, but not meaning it.
I fucking hate attention.
Well, you and your entire party are considered heroes on the team for what you did.
Can't they just blur my name out or something? Just, leave the party as is and then just put me on the bottom of the list? No?
I don't think that's how that works.
Fuck. Hey.
Also, I assume you're fishing for a treat. He says and looks at Sapphire, who nods happily. Ah, Celia, you know that if you keep stealing food, your father will be very suspicious.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And
She'll only notice if you fuck up.
exactly. He just sighs and he would come over with a plate for two of you, as the plate has a lid to contain the sushi within. It's kind of one of those plates that you have cakes on.
Nice.
As he would hand you both some sushi.
Tasty.
And some drinks. As you would see, the container is kind of the same as it looks like one of those mixing bowls that you mix drinks with, except there's a straw attached to it. And you will know, Raymond, that these are usual things you drink out of underwater, as they are designed this way so the water doesn't mix with whatever liquid is inside.
Alright. Oh, we should probably go pick up my friends.
Alright, I should be waking up by now.
So let's eat when we get there.
Alright. Thank you! Yes, I.
You don't know me!
As the rest of you would wake up.
Right, we are still underwater. It wasn't just a dream.
No. I'm still amazed by the fact that they sell bows underwater.
I'm happy
I
about
mean,
that.
I'm still confused that something like that can exist underwater. Like areas where you can breathe.
Well, we're dry for now, but just when we dive back in, it's gonna be wet.
It's still weird.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling to breathe water.
Where do we need to go again?
I think outside and then ask to the man with the, the big tinted, the big hands that he can grow back at other places.
Right. That dude. Is Ari still drunk?
Nope, but hangover. A huge, massive hangover.
Wait. She stopped drinking because Lyra decides to have fun. Remember?
Oh, right.
Lyra had fun.
I did not remember that.
Lyra decided to.
Yeah.
Yep. So then she stopped drinking. So.
Well, who wants to talk with that guy? Wait, Grex, weren't you interested in him?
What?
Didn't you chat with him before?
Why do I have to talk with him? You can talk too. You're the older one.
Because you already know him, kind of.
But you're the leader of the clan soon.
What?
He just smiles and kind of like stands behind you. So you go first.
Right. You know what? Let's just sit down and wait for Raven. That's most likely the best idea.
Right.
She'll be back soon.
Then you sit here. I'm gonna get food. And Grex walks through the door.
I'm just gonna eat food out of my bag. Fresh meat.
Or
Got a bag of bones.
I will go with Grex to get food now.
I don't want to eat fish.
I guess the man is out.
you would see that the Ignorer is there. And you would also see that at the table there's a new person, as you would see a female turtle. Who is gently drinking tea by the looks of it.
Grex kind of just tilts her head like, what are you?
Oh, hi. I am a turtle.
Oh wait, did I spoke hard up, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. You did there.
Sorry, I sometimes do that.
Oh, that's alright.
I've never seen you.
Yeah, I came here to see the new adventures, as I like new people visiting the city.
Oh, hi, I'm Grex, and this is my
Hi.
friend.
I'm Ari.
Oh, hello. You're red and you're a warg, aren't you?
Me? Yes.
Hmm? Oh, I
Wait.
haven't heard many tales about your
You
kind of...
know? Everybody was right. I don't know you, but you know me. Well, you know what kind I am. It's too early. I get a headache already. I'm still
That's you.
waking up.
You know, you're also outside?
Wait, so you did follow?
Well, isn't it like some... Can't you sit down out there?
Well, it's at the lobby area. At the entrance. So it's downstairs.
There's a place to sit down, right?
Yes, there's...
So yeah, and I would sit there and eat.
You kind of feel a connection to this person with your magic, but you can't really tell what it is.
Rex or me?
I
you do not.
doubt me just looking at the picture.
I don't know.
There's a big, massive
Oh, there's a
lightning.
picture. Oh. I didn't see that there was a picture.
There's the picture.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Dum dum dum.
Then I would come over.
It kind of gives you a warm smile. It's like, I assume you are her sister.
Yeah.
Older one. That's Gretch kind of like walks over to the bar and gets some food.
Ah, that is great.
Right. Sure. You do that. You have a nice staff.
Oh yes, it is a staff that I was given by a very nice warg that I once met.
Even down here, or?
Oh no, I haven't always been down here.
Oh, okay. Where do you come from then?
Oh, I come from an island out very far into the ocean.
Ah, okay. So like a small island, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. It is where my kind lives. Well, I'm saying island, but it's not really an island. It is
Is
a
it-
large dragon turtle.
Ah. big turtle. Well,
Mhm.
so you're living on a big turtle, and you are kind of a turtle.
Wait,
Yeah.
does that mean you're related
Ah.
with the turtle? The big one?
In a way,
That's so cool.
it is where I draw my power from.
Huh? That's a way. How does that work?
I don't know. I'm sorcerer, not the wizard. So I don't know too much, but I know a few things.
All right. What kind of sorcerer are you, if I may ask?
I'm a sea sorcerer.
So you kind of control water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's interesting. But yeah, I think I shall keep an eye on her, Greg. She's acting a little bit weirder than usual.
What? Kind of like food like half an hour. What?
You were
I'm
always
not.
very curious, and today you want me to speak all the time.
I'm training you. Continues eating. Hold on, let's see if I can roll deception.
I don't think I need to roll for that.
No, I don't think so.
I think your passive beats it for some
Yeah.
reason.
Right. I'm gonna go eat, so maybe see you later.
Mm-hmm. She
So I
would
would sit.
continue drinking our tea.
Alright. I would sit down. Right next to Greg's.
Continue eating.
I'm just gonna look at you.
I'm just sitting here eating as well.
You
Doesn't
know,
pay attention.
you're kind of like sitting on the right and like kind of like take my plate and then. Hi Ari, how you doing?
Oh, hi.
Had you good drinks tonight?
I'm just gonna shake my head and eat my meat.
I hope I get my drink as the usual drinks.
Yeah. They don't have ale though. You do know that.
She would just go with the whiskey she drank yesterday.
Alright.
Just one glass.
Well, eventually Raymond would show up.
So I just surfaced from the hole. Hi guys.
Morning.
Morning.
Mm-hmm. Hi,
Is
good
your-
morning.
I see you're finally awake. Took a while. I just go and sit the way we sat before on the side of the hole. And I'll
Yeah.
open up sushi, eat breakfast with them. Guys.
Yeah.
Celia. What's her name, right? Yeah. Celia
Yep.
wanted to show us around to some places in the city, right?
As long as she's paying.
Oh yes, it's on me. Just
Then it would work.
Well, I have a
because we
feeling
are
it's
little
gonna
bit
be
poor.
more on your. It's gonna be more on your dad, but
details. But you're all guests here, so
Sounds good to me.
ah, Tulu, you're here too, she says, and looks at the turtle. The turtle kind of looks over and nods.
Dun dun.
Nublin arrived.
Yes,
A wild crow wakes up.
yes.
What have I missed? I just see a turtle in the chat. I'm confused.
We've just woken up. That's everything, basically.
Okay.
Not missed that much.
Greg's
Raise
lying
it
to
Also,
his
hi,
sister.
Crow.
Hi.
Well, once everybody has finished food, we can go and explore the city a little more with Celia then.
Sure.
And then tonight we have the fucking food.
Even more fish.
Most likely.
It's
Isn't
not
that just
bad.
great?
I need a good balance between meat and fish.
I know.
Why would you need a balance?
Well, there are all sorts of kind of fish. There's big fishes, there's small fishes.
And that's
Yeah, I know.
same
caught
with
all of them.
bears, but there are big bears, there's small bears.
Mm-hmm.
There's big meat and small meat.
Yeah,
And
And
very
they'll
small
taste-
meat.
and they all taste very different from each other.
To be fair, I still think that goldfish is like the... Not like the small goldfish, I mean like the large big fish. The really rare ones, those are still the best.
Oh, have you ever had a drakefish?
I think once?
It's really spicy and good.
It's alright.
It's a phone call.
I like spicy.
It's okay. I'm not that big a fan.
What kind of fish do you like? See, they ask curiously.
I like the ones that have a lot of like fat in them, and then like they're really like really squishy, if you get what I mean.
Oh, I don't like them. They are very hard to shoot.
Nah, not really. You just have to chew hard.
Ah, not good at that.
But I like those. They're good. Alright,
Oh.
let's go explore the city.
By the way,
Oh, yes.
Ballad,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask, how dark is it in this room?
Dim light.
You know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Just in the middle of your conversation about fish, I would just sort of appear and just be like, I was gonna say hello, then I just noticed you guys were talking about fish. I'm like, okay then. And then I stood quietly. But yeah, as soon as you say, let's go explore the city, I just go, sure.
Where were you standing?
Here.
No, I meant it out of character. Like, did you like try and scare me or something?
No, I didn't. I'm just
Oh,
like in somewhat dim light.
Okay. Oh, I almost didn't see you there. Well, yeah, let's go explore, guys.
Yep.
As she would lead you out. Yes. Again, it's very not used to this yet, Raven. You see, there's a lot of people, and as you kind of zoom through it, you do notice that every now and then there are some Tritons or merfolk that kind of look over at you and your group as they recognize the new adventurers, and they're kind of like whispering to each other.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Blob blob.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Dwarfish, Elvish, Germanic, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Then you would understand because it's in primordial. As there are two merfolk that are speaking, and they would say like, "Oh, look at that! It's the heroes that saved the princess." Oh, I wish I could go to the banquet later. Can't as I'm stuck at work. And I don't want to lose. Well, I'm going. Sucks to be you.
Grex kind of like swings forward and kind of like taps Raven on her shoulder. Raven, why are we called the heroes again?
Well, we saved Sapphire. Celia.
Oh, no, I remember. Sorry, forgot it again.
Yeah, we saved her, so then, well, because of it, we're now apparently considered heroes. Personally, I fucking hate it, though. I don't like the attention.
Well, let's
In
hope they
fact-
don't spread bad rumors about us. It'll be bad.
I think they will.
Mm.
Yeah, let's just have fun for today. Go to the food. Go to the banquet later, and then probably leave this place because it was nice being here, but it's too big for me. I mean, I did learn a thing or two, just not that much.
Okay.
Guess we just keep
Maybe you
following.
can speak to my father later. See what I would say.
I mean, maybe. I was planning on maybe checking in with some of the scouts and guards as well, like you gave the tip, but
Oh, true.
I'll do that later during the banquet.
She would continue. She would all lead you all towards a place where there seems to be people gathering, essentially. And you, Grex, and you, Yuna, would be the first one to hear it as it sounds like horses.
What?
What? Horses on the water?
Like, kind of like that.
Why are there horses on the water?
Ah, those are seahorses.
I guess
What?
Right.
they exist.
So they are not horses. They just sound like it.
They just have C in front of the horse. How does that work?
They're the underwater version of a horse.
Mm-hmm.
You see Greg's just
A
perplexed, being
seahorse?
like, what?
Well, it can't be that weird as the weird dragon lion thingy that we saw one day.
And that part was still explainable, but I think I have to see it to get it.
Hmm.
It would most likely make sense
But
when we see
what's going on with seahorses down here?
Ah, they're having kind of competition.
Competition?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what do you guys call it? I think it's called jousting.
Even more
With the pointy sticks?
confused Greg's noises.
Interesting. I've never really jousted before, and this definitely not underwater. We didn't. It's not like we had enough people so we could do it, but
Oh, it's really cool. It's a bit more gentle underwater, you know.
sure,
Yeah.
let's go check it out.
Yeah, as she would kind of lead you all to arena as you would see people riding these creatures that really stands out to you, Grex, because this is you know animals and you know like monstrosities, and this one would definitely not be considered a beast in your opinion, yet it is.
Yeah.
As they are using them as horses, and they don't have legs. Instead, they have fin, and they kind of have this wavy form to them. And you would see that they have saddles, as you would see Triton and mostly sea elves be on them, as they have lances, and it's just as you go up on the stage, you would see two horses just go really quickly, much faster than a horse, towards each other, as the people not wearing like plate armor like normally I think, they have more leather, and the tip of the lance is more rounded as they kind of collide, and you would notice one of them gets knocked off as everybody around cheers.
That looked painful.
It doesn't
They're
hurt that
probably
much.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't think that's much for me though.
Like, look at how not pointy the end is.
Yeah, true.
And then the water kind of cushions everything.
Mhm.
You know, wouldn't you like to partake in that?
No, because I can't ride a horse.
You can ride seahorses probably.
Wait. Shouldn't that be harder when he is not used to?
Not really. It's very different. I mean, I can't really ride seahorses because and I just flap my tail around. Doesn't work very well.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was thinking we could do friendly competition, you know. You and me? In another place.
Fight, fight, fight!
Yeah, have fun.
I mean, sure. How exactly?
She would lead you further on, as there are. This is kind of like you kind of get this is the sports area, as there are different kind of competitions going on in one way or another. There's one where they are competing in throwing javelins at targets, or fishing, and there's one where there's kind of seems to be a race going on as they're trying to swim through hoops. And you kind of see where this is going, because your father had told you about like this sport that was underwater, where essentially it was a mix between skill in fishing and speed in swimming. As there are 3 steps. First step, you swim a distance, and then you swap with one party, or you continue yourself, where there is an archery range where you have to throw javelins like they did before through several targets. And the race is you have to go through rings, as there's a specific course that you're following through these rings, from a kind of a track. And after the archery, there's another race at the end.
Interesting.
And you would see that there's a mix between parties of 1 to 3.
So it starts with a race, then javelin,
Mm-hmm.
and then another race.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, I look at Celia. So you want to have like a friendly competition with this?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna could form a team. It's really stressful to do it alone. Some people can manage it, but I can't. I get too tired
Oh,
after
so we would
first.
be working together. I thought you meant like against each other.
No?
We could.
Oh, we could do it against each other.
Nah.
But I think you would win then.
That's also probably true. Right. Well, which part are you gonna do? Because I don't think I'm very great at throwing javelins.
Well, I could do that. I'm good at that. But I get really tired really easily. So I think you should do the swimming then.
Oh, that's probably fine. All the fishing over the years has really made me good at swimming long distances. Tiring out fish is sometimes the best way to catch them.
Do you want to do both swimming or do you want to do one? Because I can do one.
I could probably do both.
All right. Let's go.
How far is it? I could probably do it, right?
Yes.
Sure. Let's go. Is there any money in the money on the or any
line.
prizes on the line?
Oh yes. You get. Oh. Well, it's not gold coins. They're gonna look different.
Seashells?
No, they're metallic, but they're like lighter than gold, and they're not silver.
Interesting. If you're gonna give me Electrum, I'm gonna throw it away.
It's not electrum. Platinum.
Platinum.
I am not. If you give it, I'm not throwing it away.
And the prize is 100 platinum for first place.
Oh.
Dumb.
Okay then.
50 for second place, and 25 for third place.
And there's a fuck ton of participants, or what?
Yes, that's the downside.
All right.
I thought it would be fun, you know? I never had a partner to do it with before. I'm really excited. It's my first time.
Well, I am. I'm gonna be on the first time, but fast swimming through hoops shouldn't be too hard.
Mm-hmm. It is a bit harder than you first think. I will tell you that.
Probably, but I think I'll be fine.
Alright.
Hey, just asking, how is magic allowed?
No. No.
Would they notice?
I don't know.
I just look at her and I'm like, okay.
I kinda did it once just to try it, you know, after it was closed, and but I always wanted to, you know, participate.
Yeah, totally. I'll show you. So I guess we're starting to make our way over there.
Yeah. As
I'll while we're swimming, I'll cast Longstride on myself real quick.
Alright.
The spell that comes in handy like once every century. I don't think people can notice Longstrider. Such a fucking like small enchantment. It's like mini steroids.
Yeah, long stride run.
But yeah, let's go.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Don't fall.
The fuck?
You never know.
How do you fall in water?
You never know.
As you would first go to a place and you would kind of sign up as, you know, they need to know how many people they are.
Mm-hmm.
Zero, are you okay, bro?
Yes.
Is there a war outside?
He got fucking shot.
Give me a second.
Bomb went off.
I was gonna say, remember the fucking video that I posted, or that Silver posted about the guy that Christmas decoration with delivering a pizza?
I'll be right back as well. I think they're gonna show up
Fucking
soon.
Nam flashbacks, though.
Alright.
Alright, anyway, let's continue.
Yes. As you would sign up, and then you would get in position as you kind of have the first step, and you will notice that kind of like Quidditch rings, as they are simple, made of metal, and you notice that there are poles down to the ground, to the bottom. You know that there are cliffs and stuff, so you can't, take shortcuts.
I see. Okay.
And nobody seemed to notice that you have cast a spell so far.
It's a very small spell.
Yes. As you would get ready, take your position,
Mm-hmm.
and you would see there's a person that is going onto the track. And she's kind of slightly above it. And she speaks, and you don't recognize the spell as From Terra, as her voice booms up. When this metal rod hits the ground, you all go, right?
I could troll the shit out of the competition here. Just use an invisible mage hand to catch it, and so it just stays there. Would be fucking hilarious, but I won't. I won't.
This is not a race about being first, as it is more about speed, as it is time-based. You get 20 seconds per ring, extra. The first one that makes it through gets an extra 10 seconds, and the second one that makes it through the ring gets plus 5 seconds. So the one that gets the most rings has a much needed head start for the second part. After the first part, there will be a break, as it is the javelins part, where you tag your companion if you have any.
Interesting.
Is everybody ready? She says and looks around. Everybody nods and gives their own kind of signal. Ready? Steady? Go, she says and drops it. Nobody moves.
Waiting until it's like.
And then the slows. And then as soon as, one side hits the sand, whoosh, everybody takes off.
Off we go.
Yes.
I'll be
As-
first in that ring, I'll have you know.
You will indeed be the first one. However, as you move through the first ring, there would be a red light and your longstride day would drop. And it would be a red mark around the ring. As she kind of shouts out in the thaumaturgy, minus 10 points for using magic.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And then you would continue.
Fucking
Worth it.
First part is done. The second part, I will have you roll a athletics check with advantage because you have a head start.
Ah shit, athletics? That's not a good
Mhm.
one. That's not good. I was hoping that was gonna be a different one. Well, whatever.
If only I had a swimming speed.
Yeah, I'm not good at this.
Being at 17.
As would kind of drop off. Would still hold the lead as you kind of notice the ring is further down, so you kind of steer down. And you notice that because of the water resistance, turning is harder than you thought it would be when you're moving really quick.
I should have done this many times.
Yes.
I should know my way through the water.
But you make it through.
Smooth.
Yes. Through the second part, I will have you roll a dex save as you need to make a very sharp turn.
A sharp turn. Oh boy. Ooh, not best.
as you're kind of turning, you're kind of steering outside, and you notice one person kind of cuts in front of you.
Son of a bitch! I'll catch up. I'll catch up. I'll get back.
As you make through the next ring.
Some seconds on that one, yeah?
Yep.
Close.
Next part goes through without. Next part, I will have you roll acrobatics because they are what is called stalagmites. Yes, because they're at the bottom.
Sorry, a what?
Stalagmites.
Yeah, no, but sorry, what roll?
Acrobatics.
Come on. Bro, my life is actually pain. It's a 10.
You would actually still be second place. As the first person that was third place kind of slacks behind as well. As you hear a smack right into a stone.
So I barely dodge every stone is what I'm guessing here.
Yep, as you barely dodges them.
It's one of those like scratch past all of them, but I don't hit them.
Yep.
Alright.
And you go through the next ring.
Another second, okay.
Then, as you are at this part, you will notice that moving this quickly, you're starting to get exhausted, right? So I will have you roll a con save.
Not the best. Not Pog. The RNG is good enough for this, guys.
As you would notice that the person in front of you is also getting tired as you kind of catch up to him. And you're both on the same place now, as you both cross the ring at the same time. And you will notice that two people can cross through a ring at the same time, not three.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's gonna be a battle and a half at one point, probably. Okay. What happens if we are both through at the same time? Like,
You will
'cause is it
notice that...
Are we grabbing rings, or is it like...
No, you're going through them.
Okay.
And every time you go through them, you notice that the ring starts glowing green.
Yeah.
And noticed the first time you went through, it was like bright green, right? And the second time when when you were second place, it was kind of like dimmed, and now it's like between there. As you will notice that you both kind of split the points.
So it's like we're both second and first, so it's half-half. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm fucking rushing with this motherfucker. He's not, easy clap, dude. He doesn't even know who's dealing with.
As there's another sharp turn, I will have you both roll a dex save.
But bitch. Come on,
Jeez.
come on.
Yeah, you beat him. Hella good. As you kind of like getting tired, you notice that you're still going. You're still like going hard as you are very agile and just takes it really quickly.
Big
And you
swing.
notice,
I'm back. Sorry.
Boom.
One big swing of the fin and it will just... Number 2.
I don't think that guy can catch up. Nope. As you have the lead, and I will have you roll a last consume.
Come on, baby. Come on. It's okay, it's okay. Not too bad.
I need to roll this just to see. Oh, he actually managed to dodge it. Because you notice the guy behind you, it gets too exhausted and he just stops. I rolled that one on his concept.
And the other
I
guy's
was
like, checking him.
Yeah, I was checking if the other one just collided into him.
Nice.
But no, you would be first. I see,
Fucking
make
hell.
it easy. But you are completely drained at this point.
No worries, I'm not tired. I got it.
And at the last point, you would notice that the ring is only big enough for one person as well.
It's fine. I'm first.
Yes. And you would tag off with your friend, who immediately starts throwing a javelin. As you will notice, this is a continuous thing. So the sooner somebody makes it here, the sooner she can start.
Yeah, I guessed as much. I thought it's one of those
Threat
stick
launch.
races.
So she can decide to take her time if she wants to make a shot with advantage, or if she wants to do it as quickly as possible.
Up to her. I don't know how many she has to hit.
She will take her time. As you will notice that she's not the best at this either. So she's like taking her time and, you know, making the shots.
If only we had a person in the party that uses javelins.
As the first one, cling, is no problem. Second one, that is a bit harder to hit. You will notice that she also gets as cling. And every time there is a hit, you see in, what is that called when it's like scrying? Magical text.
Oh.
It's a spell. I don't remember the Skywrite. As the points comes out for that too. Every time they hit. And the last one is quite hard to hit. But she has 3 tries to do it. And she's considering skipping it, losing some points in order to gain some time. And she would do that. So she kind of cuts out.
So she doesn't go for that one and just.
Yeah, she kind of tags you in instead.
So I start fucking going again?
Yes.
Oh god.
This means you also didn't get that much of a rest either.
Yeah, I guessed as much, so it's fine. I'm not tired.
But you have nobody you're competing with at the moment.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going okay speed. Can I get a how far behind are the next ones? Like having my very big brain, can I like sort of figure out like how much time I would have until people catch up to me if I were to take it a little slow at the beginning to be a little less tired?
You will notice if you take your time and, you know, catch your breaths essentially, you could go through one ring. If you go at the normal pace, which would be probably hard at the end for you, then you can make through 2 rings.
I think I'm gonna take my time with the beginning, so
So
I
you
can have
catch
an
your
easier
breath.
time. So I have an well, not like fully catching my breath, just taking it casual at the start, and then afterwards I'll pick up the pace again. So
Yeah.
I'll have an easier time at the later part.
Yeah.
I'll basically
Good.
use my lead to be a little bit more rested.
And so I would say you don't have to roll a check for the 2 first rings as well. As you
Alright?
kind of go through them.
Casually.
Yes.
But then
And
people
as you
start catching up.
as you're starting to speed up of the first ring, you'll notice that there is a person right behind you this time.
That's fine. He can't catch me. I'm too fast. I'm well rested, decently rested, and I'm speeding the fuck up.
Which is good because the acrobatics is the one you dodge. So this part would be a dex save.
Come on. We're good. The luck
That's
is turning
incredible.
around.
I rolled a nat 20. And you rolled a nat 20, but you have a higher modifier.
Son
go.
of a
Nice.
bitch, suck it. In your ass.
And you kind of notice that this party that has been like competing with you, they were a party of 3.
Oh, what a cunt! So I'm fighting somebody perfectly rested. What a bitch! Suck it, I'm better than them.
At this part, I will have you roll an athletics.
Son of a bitch, that's not good. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, as you're kind of very even at the moment again, as you're right next to each other.
That's not good.
As this part is another acrobatics.
Great, okay. I missed. Okay, I'm not even gonna look what I rolled there because I missed the table and I'm scared that it was gonna be a good roll. Give me a moment for the dice to disappear. Okay. I don't want to have that depression. Okay.
As you're making through this part, you notice that you're a bit more agile than your opponent is. As this part, it wasn't a DC 10 at this part, this was a DC 15. As it's not stalagmites, it's essentially tunnels and caverns, and you could easily get lost in them. And
Gotcha.
you have adventured, this person probably hasn't, as you notice that he kind of comes out on the side and is kind of got lost. And trying to find his way again.
So imagine not knowing to find your way through caves. Fucking weak shit.
As he would. Beat against the person behind. Let's see.
Man's confused.
Yeah, the person that was 3rd place is now 2nd place, essentially behind you.
It's fine.
That's
I'm still
what-
way ahead.
Yes, you are. As this time, I will have you roll a dex save.
Dex save. That's not good. I don't think I have a lead anymore.
Well, let's just see. No, you do not. I rolled another nat 20.
Ooh.
As the person kind of cuts in front of you, dashing, exhausting his energy in the process, though. AFK.
Sorry, one moment. Alright. Sorry, you were saying Mom came in.
He would dash in front of you.
Oh, that's not good. Fuck that guy. I'm a fucking catch back up with him or something. I don't know. I mean, I can't really fucking hold person him, you know? That's cheating. I also don't
Yeah.
have the spell.
As I want you to roll a con save. But he has to do it
Oh.
with disadvantage.
Oh, this is not a good thing. This is not a good thing. It's okay.
As you would notice that you're kind of pushing on, catching up to him, as he is like starting to get really exhausted at this point, because he used all his energy to get in front of you, which is kind of like shooting himself in the fin, so to speak. As this last part, you notice, is just a straight track, as it's another concept.
Just straight holding on. Okay. Ah, that was a bad one. I'm not getting this one.
You kind of same part, and now you notice the same problem as you had, as you noticed from the first track. The ring is only big enough for one person. And you notice that this is the goal. You have to pass through this one. And as last time, it is con save with disadvantage.
Was he still? Did I fall behind or?
Nope, you're right next to each other.
Shit, still? Okay, okay.
That's why it's a disadvantage.
Oh wait, disadvantage. Hold up, my bad.
Yep.
Fuck. Not good. 14. Oh no.
You notice that he's kind of getting a bit tired, and you kind of like push it on last bit, and you kind of put his fin in his face and essentially pushing him back as he would make it.
Fucking black.
As you win, first place, and everybody cheers.
Yo, you split in that pot?
And you're completely exhausted after it.
I just make it and then I just keep floating further, like just
You know?
like, I just don't stop. It's just like
Ciliana would come and catch you.
I need sleep. Oh god.
Oh my god, we won! I can't believe we won!
Oh shit, wait, we did? I don't. It went. You know, I'm seeing stars right now. Is that a bird?
I hope we win. They need to finish the race and then they're gonna count the points.
Oh. Alright. So.
We passed through like all the rings at the end. We should win, I think.
Minus 10 points.
Maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry, you lost a point because of me.
Yeah, we also lost some points because of me, though. Magic is not allowed. We know that now.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that.
No, I'm not surprised at all. I was just hoping they didn't have anything in place to go against it. But they did. That's fine, though. It was a test, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Well, we can see who won.
Let's go back to your friends. Just
Yeah, let's
see
do
what-
that.
swim back to all of you.
Holy fuck! Hi guys.
Congratulations!
Well, we haven't won yet. They still have to count points.
But you finished. That's a bigger win.
Oh, I don't know if I'm happy with that. I'm so tired.
Also, you would all see that one person is like escorted out because he smashed right into stone full speed.
Wow.
He's like.
He is crippled.
Might have, a concussion, bleeding.
Internal injuries, but it will be
Yeah.
fine.
If the blood's inside, it's okay.
We'll see quite quickly, well, or not, depending on the water. So.
But you all wait around.
Yep.
And you will notice that you won with 5 points.
Easy. Holy shit. We should do it again someday. But like, get a
More
third
swimming.
person.
Yeah, that would be easy with the third person, wouldn't it?
I gotta look at all our other party. I don't think any of them can join, no. It will be hard.
I'm not a swimmer, that's for sure.
No, I'm not gonna try it.
Are any of you good at throwing javelins? Because theoretically, you could join for the throwing javelins part, and then me and Celia can do the swimming parts just separately, so we don't have. So I don't fucking die.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
didn't
saying
even think about that.
That last straight stretch was incredibly hard.
I should be okay at throwing stuff.
Could do that next time.
Mhm.
I don't
I
think
think
there's gonna
my-
be another. I don't think there's gonna be another 1,000 platinum or 100. How much was it? 100?
100 platinum.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be another competition for that much though.
There is another one tomorrow.
How often do these competitions happen?
These ones is once a day.
You guys want to stay here for a month?
But, it's the entire city and, people who are visiting that competes. So it's... Yeah.
It's also getting a little lucky, I suppose.
Yeah. You know, one day you could, you know, not face that strong opponent, and then another day.
So like these guys.
I don't think these guys were that good.
Well, no, because they got beat by us.
Ah,
I
yeah.
I would come up and be like, I mean, not us, you.
I meant us. And
Yeah.
I point between me and Celia. It's still us. Don't worry, Lara. You'll learn to speak common one day.
Wow, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, same. I'm like, damn,
Fucking
son.
toxic. Damn, bro.
Fair
Oh
enough.
shit, you get our prize.
Oh yeah. She had totally forgot about the price.
Jordan.
As you would get 100 platinum.
I'm guessing 50 because half, right?
You can take it, she says. You know.
She's a fucking princess.
Yeah, she's kind of wealthy already, you know.
I was just thinking, like, you worked for it. So, like,
A
Well, I didn't
fucking
give her the experience.
princess.
are you sure? Don't you want the
Mhm.
money for yourself? Like, well, I guess you have too much anyway, don't you? Do you have a lot of money for yourself, or is it all just your dad's?
Well, I get an allowance.
Oh. I don't think I even want to know those numbers. Keep that to yourself, thanks.
Do tell.
Can I know?
I know too.
It's not that much.
I just look at her. Not much for you, maybe for us.
How much is it?
She kind of like, it's not that certain anymore if it's much or not.
Just keep it to yourself. That's not something you should share.
But
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Crow,
What?
we know how much you want to gamble with that money, but you're not going to.
I can whisper to you, she says.
Okay. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Can Grex listen in? She's curious.
Okay. Okay.
Roll a perception check.
20.
I rolled a third nat 20. And I have only one more time, so nope.
Too bad.
When you're a high perception character fails the perception check.
She is curious. I didn't build her like Gil. So calm down.
So yeah. After you would collect your money, after that, it would kind of get around lunchtime, so you would probably... And she would actually take you out to eat some street food.
There's street food here?
Yes,
Of
there
course
is.
there's street for.
I would have
Well,
not
it's more
been-
like waterway food, but
Because, you know, she would take you to a street where there's a lot of... Like, there are a lot of creatures that can't breathe underwater constantly. So there's like air pockets there you go up, and there's kind of like a stand there.
They-
Happy Grex noises.
As there are fried shrimp, there are squid, they have even langos, but I kind of explained what was earlier. And they have a lot of different fried meats.
Grex would go for the longos.
And some things that stands out to all of you, except you, Raven, because there are different drinks that has bubbles inside of them.
Fizzy water.
as they have carbonated drinks.
Holy shit, how did those go?
Grex is just fascinated by the fact that, if they're pouring and it fizzles up, like just kind of like on the counter, just looking at it, like,
Are you okay, Grex?
that's awesome.
That's alright.
How did you get air and water? Well, I know this, but that.
Magic.
Wow.
Can't everybody do this?
No,
You
not
guys
really.
just- Oh. But you have so many spellcasters, out there. I thought somebody would figure it out.
Somebody might have. I don't think it's just very mainstream.
That might be true. Well, some taste good, and some taste not good. It's kind of like an work in progress, I think.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's alright. It's nothing too special.
Does those drinks have like different colors of different flavor? Something?
Yes.
What colors are there to choose from?
There is orange. There is two different that looks very clear. One is just carbonated water, so kind of like spring water. Those kind of.
Alright. I will go for the orange because it.
There's a red one. There's a brown one. And then there's a white one.
Just gotta take the red one then.
Red one.
White.
Right.
Clear.
Clear. The clear one, it's very reminiscent to 7-Up or Sprite in taste. The red one is kind of like a red Fanta. Kind of like orange taste. Or some berries.
The exotic one.
Kind of, but it's a bit more sweet.
Alright.
And the white one, that's the one most peculiar because it's kind of ice cream taste.
Raven probably likes that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the white one. Please don't let it be carbonated milk. Please don't let it be carbonated milk.
Carbonate the milk.
It is horrible, let me tell you that.
Wait, it exists?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes! That's what I had as well when I tasted it. That's why I didn't pick it.
Zero, if we ever meet, I'm gonna carbonate all of the milk you have.
Dude, what?
You give people the fate of you even wouldn't give your worst enemy, yet you do it with your friends. Apparently, this is quite literally the statement of keep your friends closer, but your enemies closer.
Yes.
Yes.
But this is what you say, Velvet? I keep my
Sarah, another thing I would also do, I would carbonate half of them. And leave the rest.
What I usually say is that I don't have friends, I only have enemies I associate with.
Yeah.
That's usually what I say.
Okay,
But anyways.
Yeah, just tape yourself and be like, I like to play a game.
Yeah. So, you finish your drinks, and hour would kind of drag on as, alright, you guys should also get something nice to wear during the banquet, I think.
Chris kind of looks down. Well, I'm no longer covered in blood, so I think I'm fine.
as more blood starts seeping out.
She's
I'm
in
still
water.
wearing my tux. I'm good.
Something nice to wear.
Yeah.
I already have something, but I guess I could wear it. Yeah.
I like shopping though. We could go to the shopping area.
We could go shopping, yeah, but I also already have something really nice, and I'll take out the fucking super fancy dress that I have.
Oh, that's a nice dress.
Yeah, I don't like it too much though. It's alright.
I think I can make something better. Or arrange something better. Come. Oh, look. Here's this. And she can lead you all onwards on her trip of touring. And she would take you all to a clothing store that is indeed underwater. As she would essentially go up to all of you and be like, do you want me to pick or should you all pick your own clothes?
I think I'll look around first myself. I want to see if they have anything that's fancy, that's still my style of clothing, instead of just a frillicky dress.
They don't have
Wanna
really good dresses here. They have more of like stylish clothes. Hard to say.
I'll look around.
As you would look around, as you would see. How do I explain this? There is a lot of dresses, but they're not like very frivolous and spread out or anything like that. They're more like kind of like low key. So they have mini skirts, for example, that doesn't flow around with it so much. They also have a lot of dresses that has cuts, so it is designed for a creature with several limbs. Mostly designed for simic hybrids or Gnori, you can imagine. They also have open backs, closed backs, and
So, let's see. Sticking with Raven's clothing choices normally,
mhm.
can I find any crop top or more of a just not too long something that is fancy looking? AKA not her leather armor type, because that's not fancy at all.
As you would find, it kind of goes. It's kind of like a crop top, right, at the front. So it still reveals your belly and stuff like that. But at the back, it's kind of like flowy in the back, so it covers the back down to your waist.
So it's like a weird sort of like. Okay.
And it kind of reminds you of a manta ray in the back.
Ah.
And it looks really cool.
I'll go with that together with one of the fucking mini skirts. We'll do that. That's Raven's style right there, but then in a fancy version of it. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Colors probably probably blues or greens, depending what matches well. So probably green. Probably blues. Sorry, probably blues, because blues fits best for a party, in my opinion.
So if anybody needs help, she can help.
Yeah,
So.
Grex would need help.
Yeah, I think the same.
Oh, GT are kind of tricky.
Mm-hmm. That's why we need help.
We don't really wear those type of clothing.
I don't think any of us do, to be honest. You hear shouting from like a changing booth.
I wear armor, kind of like
the one which has the nice clothing all the time.
Yeah, he kind of moves away the furniture, so the
Wait, are
studded
you
leather.
saying that to me?
No.
You know, I literally wear a crop top, leather armor, and a skirt, right? That's everything.
You still had a nice outfit all the time.
I don't think you two need anything special, she says. I could get you a cape. Wait, she says. And she kind of goes into the back. and she would come out and go over to you, Yuna, as you kind of look at the clothes, and I kind of noticed the style that she went for immediately, which is the, spellcaster version of outfits they have down here, where kind of like Doctor Strange, it has like a high, so it covers, your neck and kind of stands up a bit, and it flows down. The difference is that there is two cuts for your arms, so you can move your arms freely, and it kind of gives you a more official look to you,
I mean, it's simple, works.
Oh, it fits really well with the armor,
That's true.
and you can move around freely. She kind of looks at you, Grex.
I don't need a cape. I have one. Strike a pose and the cape begins to blow in the wind.
Blow in the. I wouldn't say wind. It's more blow in the.
The water streams.
Current.
In the currents.
Yeah, the currents.
Oh fuck! Celia, a place I would like to go. Can we go to a fucking hairdresser or something? Because my hair grows really fast, and the flowy flow, it also does when I'm above water. So I normally cut it myself, but getting it by somebody basically who's good at it would be nice.
I don't think, that cloak would fit so well. Sorry, Grex, she says.
Oh, okay. Which one does that?
I could get you something, she says, and she kind of goes in, and she kind of comes out with a range of clothes for you, as she would have like brown pants, but you notice that they're not pants because they don't cover your entire leg. There's like cuts, and there's actually holes into them on the sides, so they don't cover your legs fully, and they fit you very well because of it. And she kind of dresses your upper part, and it's kind of like a hunter cloak, but there's a lot of cuts for pockets, first of all, so you can hide things really easily in it. Second thing is that your arms can move around freely. There's actually a attachment on the back because the cloak is attached to the clothing itself. So you can actually hide your quiver behind the cloak, and you can still draw arrows.
Neat.
And it also has a hood, but the hood is too small for your head, so it kind of hangs in the back.
Yeah, it kind of like covers this part, and then you have the big snout still sticking out.
Yeah. So that kind of like hangs behind.
Ooh, that fits good. Yeah.
She then looks at Crow and Ari and Lara.
I mean, I would just sort of be going around looking through different things.
You look around, and you would recognize a few of the clothes. Remember that fancy texture? The textile?
The one I'm wearing.
Yeah. There's kind of different versions of that around.
Damn it! There's more fabric! Damn it.
They're not like in the flowy dress, these ones. They are more like for fit to your frame. As you kind of guess that there are other elves that like to wear these.
I wonder why.
Yeah. And you will notice that one is really... Because the color is dark, so it fits, the whole... Yeah, where you are, and you can blend in with it. And second of all, doesn't look like it's from here. It looks like it's from above the surface. As it has kind of like a... how do I explain? The style is reminiscent of a kimono, except the clothing of the kimono is very open and very taut towards you. So there's no flowing parts to it.
Yeah. I guess I'll take that one. Unless it's like hella expensive. I don't know.
Well, she is paying.
Hey.
And then she would look at Crow and Ari.
I would look around to see if I can find any, dress-like clothes, but with a skirt instead of long dresses,
Yeah, there is a few skirts. You will notice that Katz is very privileged in here, as they don't seem to be caring about how much it reveals, because most of them reveals a bit. Like they have miniskirts, obviously. That's a clear sign. So you could have one where there's 2 cuts, that's the minimum, and that's for your side, your waist. There are longer ones, and the longer ones they have, the fewer cuts they have. If you have smaller ones, there could be several cuts, because different people move around a different amount. And the more cuts you have, the more you can move around, right?
And okay, she would choose the shorter ones with the minimum 2 cuts. But what type of color choices? Is there purple?
There's purple.
She would take the purple because it might fit her hair color.
It's not purely purple, it's kind of purple blackish.
Even better.
And for the top part, you could get one that leads down to your skirt, or you could have a crop top like Raven has.
She has seen Raven go with the crop top a lot, so she would decide to try it out for once.
I imagine you're getting a longer one that goes down to your belly button.
Yeah, sure, but it shows kind of part.
Yeah.
Still shows a bit of skin.
You would also know that Nikaita also wears a lot of crop tops.
She's
Of
not
course.
with us, right?
No, she's not. But I
Alright.
kind of think about that when you're trying out the clothes.
Yep.
You
I
come out,
just
of, you
go
come
in
out
and-
of the thing and Raven just goes, sure. No, just kidding. She just goes, oh, you decided? Okay, looks good.
Yeah, it's actually really comfy.
I know. It's very nice when it's warm, just saying.
Nice.
Least but not last, we have Nablit
Yep.
with Crow.
I would be looking for a tux that isn't turned into shorts and a t-shirt.
He fucked up his own tux, remember?
We were in the fucking desert, dude. I just chopped the sleeves off and the pant legs off, so I had shorts and a t-shirt.
Me and Lyra did the same. We fucking destroyed our old clothes. Well, not
I
entirely.
mean, I didn't destroy it. I went and got someone else to
You got it
remake
modified.
Yeah.
You know,
Modified.
same thing with me.
I got it. I was like, I gave them a therapy, like, make this into my old outfits. Got my old outfit in better clothing, better fabric. Hey.
That would actually be quite easy, as you would find several.
Okay. Tell me the differences and I'll choose.
Well, the difference is in style, obviously, as there are tuxes, there are blazers, there
Mhm.
are suits.
Uh-huh.
You will notice that most of them are very common one, right? But there are a few that has They kinda have cuts on the sides and the back.
I don't think I would like cuts.
And there are also several of them that has extra appendages. Like there's one that has like a cape attached to it, right? And it kind of looks really cool and all medicine looking actually. There's one that has kind of like several pieces of clothing that flows down from it.
Mhm.
So it kind of looks more like for a spellcaster.
What color is my current cape, by the way?
Dark gray, I believe.
Dark gray. Okay, then. I'd like a tux. A nice, like, skinny, like, form-fitting tux, you know?
Yeah, because I changed the color of that cape. Yep. I remembered something. Hell yeah.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah. I'd like a tux. Yeah.
Yes.
And a little
That's-
bow tie, of course.
Makes loses bow tie, grabs seaweed, and makes a bow tie out of the seaweed.
So out of everybody, all of you, the one that has the most common clothes is Crow.
Of course.
I mean, it's the only two, so why would he not wear a tuxedo? I mean, to be fair, Crow could have gone all out and got a fucking dress and been fucking fabulous with the rest of us.
I could have, yeah, but I think Crow likes his tux.
I mean, what can you say? He's a gambler.
Like, he's James Bond right now, you know, got his pistol, his nice tux,
And he's all
wearing a visible holster at his like, in his armpit area, like from over his shoulder to his armpit.
But unlike James Bond, you love coffee.
Well, here's the thing. Crow,
Hmm.
as you are kind of trying clothes, you notice something. You don't feel the drawback from your coffee addiction. More.
Aha, lovely. Time to start again.
I swear to God.
Bro, just feed me like 3 to 4 cups of pure coffee beans, and I'll win you all of those races at the same time.
And then
I'll do the
after-
javelin, I'll do the sprinting, the
Even
swimming, I'll
without
fucking
the
win.
swimming speed.
Exactly, I'll just fucking win.
Instead of swimming, you just run on this like
He
sea
just
bottom.
runs on
He
the
just jumps
floor.
into the ring.
Whoosh.
uh,
Yeah, I'll have a nice tux then. Nice tux, and I'll decide if I wear the cape or not. I think I will. Added flair.
this. Once you all finish up, she would lead you all to a hairdresser's. As you
Greg,
would.
Greg stays outside, just saying.
All right.
Same.
Greg's, Greg kind of walks up, sees, scissors, and is like, nope, I'm staying out.
PTSD.
I know. What to give.
As you would head inside, you would see. Also, on the sign, there wasn't scissor. It looks like a crab. How do you explain
Oh,
it?
crab claw.
Yeah, crab claw. As you would
So would-
notice, there is a crab, semi-hybrid with crab cross, that is cutting hair.
Still,
As you hear the clacking.
Greg knows it's a hairdresser and can cut hair. And she's like, nah, you stay away from my fur.
And you will notice that the people who's working is 2 people. There is a semi-hybrid and an elf, sea elf. As the sea elf has the scissors and the semi-hybrid has his claws. As you will notice that for very thick hair, you notice that he starts and then she finishes and making it fabulous. As she would come in, the female turns over. Hello.
Hi. Could I just get a normal haircut? Nothing special. I just need it normally cut. Because I normally cut it myself, and that, well, doesn't do me good, I think. I'm not that good at
Alright.
it.
So just a normal haircut.
Yep. Just make it so that it doesn't fucking flow everywhere.
We could arrange that if you want.
Like, just get it a little shorter, because otherwise it flows in front of my face. For the rest, I've gotten used to it.
Right. And she would gesture, as she's the only one that would work on you, as she would cut. And she cuts, you know, she just trims you in the back, so it's a bit shorter. And then for the front, she's cutting it a bit shorter, so the hair that would flow around doesn't go into your eyes or anything. And in addition, you would notice that she grabs a special comb and she would comb your hair. And you would notice that the flowing around bit kind of like holds. It doesn't flow around as much.
How'd you do that?
It's a special thing that we have. There is special corals. She would show you the comb, and you would notice that there are small, like stones or pearls. Kind of look at it, and you kind of thought you would enjoy it.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't think I would want this always, but at least for looking fancy, it might be good.
It doesn't last at all times.
Okay, that's good. Alright, well, thanks. I didn't need anything much, so.
So Liana would take the other sheet as Crab kind of works. And at first you think that she's like she's getting all her hair cut. But you notice that Crab, the Simic Hybrid, doesn't actually cut. Even though that he is kind of making the hair a bit more curlier. As there are waves to her hair.
Cool.
And then the female comes over and she will comb the hair out so it gets a bit more straight, but not too much actually. And then we'll notice that her hair also kind of stops floating about, but she kind of does it more, so it's actually stays still.
Pretty good.
She
Alright,
would poke it.
should we get going to the banquet soon then?
Yeah, that took a bit extra time. We need to hurry now.
Alright, let's go.
They're probably waiting for us.
Ah, it's fine. We can be fabulously late.
Oh, that is true. I didn't think about that.
Fabulously late.
It's
Yep.
just saying you basically become you get late to the point where you're fashionably late or something. I don't know. I don't know the saying.
Me neither. So the answer. But you would all head to the banquet. And as you go in that direction, you will notice it is a lot lighter, as in actual light, there than last time you went to. As there seems to be a lot of stands around, and it kind of seems like almost like a festival. As people are gathering around, playing some games, bartering some trinkets. And at the entrance, Rex specifically would not recognize this person.
is the one from the shop.
Yes. As it would be Adria, and you will notice that she is wearing kind of like a dress that goes down to her thighs. So it's a bit revealing, you know, showing off her legs.
Mm-hmm.
And on her side and on her back is completely free. And there is a keyhole at her breasts. And she is also wearing what looks like a tiara
Mm.
of vines and corals, seaweed. In addition to the feather that she has behind her ear.
Grex would wave at her. Hi.
She waves back. I managed to reach out to some contacts so I could make it.
Ah, that's very good. I don't know what to expect, but let's see.
Me neither. I've never been to a banquet before. I'm very nervous.
I think have we gone to one in that big city or?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope it's not the same.
Ah, what could go wrong?
A lot.
Why has it already been? Can't be worse than all the other times.
These guys are professionals.
True.
So were they.
And well, they were also preparing you for the absurd heat you were about to go through.
Yeah, that's also kind of true.
Okay.
And that's why they went so intense with it. You're in the nice, cool depths of the ocean right now. This is more for style than for function. Unfortunately, you can't really do much with feathers. They're always the same. So, I'm just gonna stay out here.
You gather, arrive, and you will notice that there is a lot more people than you thought it would be. Of course, at the center, there's the king, and, you know, his two kids, prince and princess. To the prince's side, you will notice, actually, the turtle that you saw earlier. You would also see what looks like a elf that you haven't seen before, who is wearing sort of like a cloak, and seems to be a spellcaster of some sort as well. On the other side, on the prince's side, you will notice Milia is sitting there. And next to her, you will also see another person that you haven't seen before. So we'll see this in here. At that table, you'll notice that there are 8 seats for all of you. Then there are 3 long tables, and on each table there seems to be one individual that seems to be standing out. One has a sea elf, because you don't see the fin. One has a triton. And one actually has a looker at it.
Look, Arthur.
Look up!
The race that I don't let Noblet play.
It's mostly the wet skin mechanic.
Fuck that mechanic.
Imagine fucking dying after an hour.
It's like you go in the desert.
This is it, guys.
Hey guys, no more living.
Other than that, Lakatha's kind of fine.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
Other than that whole like dry skin.
I mean, isn't that the same mechanic that the Grung has?
No.
No, Grung don't have that.
Lakatha dies after not going in water for 4 hours.
Oh, they have it more slowly, but they have the same. They get exhaustion when they don't go into water.
And I have to sleep in water or something like that.
Else they get exhaustion, and you know what happens to miss too much exhaustion.
Oh yeah, if you don't get in water for at least 1 hour a day. Interesting.
Yep.
Didn't even know that. Well.
Nope.
Whatever.
But I know. But y'all
I mean, I
take
guess will take place, yeah.
With all due respect, Grex would sit away from the royal family because of reasons.
Yeah. Mostly towards, the end of the table, essentially,
Yes.
together with your friend. Who, you two are talking a lot, I'm guessing. Chit-chatting, small talking.
Most likely.
Aww.
Oh, Greg's got a little friend. Cute.
I think other people will notice more than Grex.
Yes, clearly.
I
Let's
mean-
see. Take it. You see that Celia is obviously a bit sad that she can't sit with Raven, like right next to her.
Happens.
But you are sitting facing each other, so you're kind of talking over the table.
It's like the hey.
It's not that far,
Okay.
Just 4 meters.
but you're both talking very loudly, and there's 2 people on on both of your sides. It's kind of like that.
They're
Yes.
involuntarily involved in the conversation.
Yes, kind of forced to listen. Welcome. Welcome. We're waiting for you. We started with the appetizers already. I assume you didn't mind.
No.
Is there at least something left?
Yes, there's. Yes, and there will be a lot of.
Good.
There is very different kind of breads that will be presented, and you're kind of confused because you're underwater and there's bread that presented.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes
Grex looks
no
really
sense.
confused.
Listen, man, fish like soggy bread.
As long as it doesn't taste like fish, I'm gonna taste it.
It doesn't taste wet actually, and it kind of tastes like crackers, as it's not soft like it looks like, and it doesn't taste at all. It kind of tastes like tastes sweet.
Okay, I was about to ask, does it taste stale?
Nope, it doesn't.
When you leave a baguette laying out as well for one day, you can use that as a weapon the next day. Perfect murder
There
weapon for
are-
the French.
If you burn it for long enough in the oven, it also turns into a lethal weapon.
There's also like that expensive caviar presented for the bread itself, so you can mix it.
I don't think Rex would like that.
It's gonna eat the bread normally.
I'm looking
Uh,
at him.
What?
there's also kind of different shell that people kind of crack open and eat or drink out of. As there are some food.
I see. Those people are more French.
There's also these spikes with different meats attached to them.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably take the skewers.
And there are different meats. Like there is the, Salmon,
Mm-hmm.
gravlax, potato. Don't know what that is in English.
You don't know what salmon is in English.
No, not that word, the other one.
Which one?
Describe it.
I mean, maybe
Tell
some.
me.
Help.
Tell me, Valid.
Help. Sometimes I don't know, or your
No, well-
European countries can translate it.
What did you say, Valid?
Marinated.
Ah.
Okay.
Marinated salmon.
Okay.
Mm.
Salmon or salmon?
Salmon.
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 That's just how I say it.
It's like you're
From
saying the
Jackson
name Solomon.
That got hey, Salmon got close on fucking doorfish to me. Like, give me those ones.
I was gonna say, madly, at the very least, it ain't fermented.
Have you guys even seen?
Oh no.
Fucking, I'm
Fermented
Nothing is fermented.
herring.
There's nothing fermented, don't worry.
I mean,
Nope.
to be fair,
Mm.
it wouldn't smell. Some
Yeah.
water.
There's also a dark red looking meat on the spike. There is one that is a light, almost beige. And the last one is trout.
A red meat.
You were told about this meat before, as this is the one that Celia is very fond of. As you taste it, it kind of tastes like barbecued meat, except it's spicier.
Can I have some?
Yes.
IRL.
Yeah.
As this is probably the drakefish that Celia was telling you about.
Sheesh. I'll take some.
As you would have some too. This is your favorite from home, I'm guessing, Raven. No, it's not actually.
It's not Ravens. It would
No.
probably be mine, but not Raven. Raven
Yeah.
isn't much of a barbecuer. She's more of a creamy person.
Yes, which is why the beige one would be your favorite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because that's the one that is creamy, and it's like you tasted that one, and it tastes like it's that, it's that creamy taste, and it's kind of like if you put butter on a pan and fry it a bit, it's kind of that taste to it as well, and also obviously spiced, and it's all delicious. Let's see some amplifies. As you would all eat. Chat. Nobody want to say something? Free to speak freely.
Well, nothing.
No, we're
nothing in
consuming
partic-
food.
Nothing in particular during the dinner. But I'm assuming at some point everybody's going to be sort of done eating and more chilling.
Yeah, probably after the main course. That's usually when people are at the food coma phase.
Yeah, but the thing is, I probably I look over. I don't think I could go up to the fucking. No, actually, that's not. Nah, now's not the time. I'll do that after.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
no, I
Valid,
I would just
you
chill.
haven't had a food coma until you have had pulp coma.
Well, if you're in the buffet, that kind of cuts quickly, in my opinion.
I mean, have you tried eating a buffet where that is a thing? Yeah,
Yes.
you will be in a coma within 2.5.
I also been in a Chinese buffet where you eat so much that your stomach screams at you.
Does it? Valid. Does it look like there's any scouts/guards around at the diner as well?
Yes, and you're kind of looking around, and you would thought that security is very tight here. But apparently, most of the guards, of the royal guards, that is, in charge of protecting the king, they are sitting at a table with other like nobles, by the looks of it, and eating with them.
Oh shit.
Could I go? Could I maybe like shuffle my way over to some of the random, maybe a scout, more of a scout personality?
Yeah. You see that?
So I just kind of scuffle over and sit down. Hey, could I just talk to you for a bit?
Ah, sure.
So like you look like a scout, sort of, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm assuming you know a lot about information that kind of like goes around, yeah?
Yeah, I hear many things and I keep my eyes open and see many things.
Right. So I actually have a little bit of a sort of request, and also just asking if you've seen anything. I am looking for some friends of mine that have been missing for a long time. They're not from around here. I mean, same thing with me. I'm not from around here. You can see that. Um, well, I'm kind of searching for them. Have you like seen any around that look kind of like me? Same type of tattoos and stuff like that?
Hmm. See him think for a moment. You're that Raven person, right?
I am.
Oh.
So
Well,
as you know, I am very much with the royal family. So probably giving me the information I want is probably a good idea.
Dick.
Damn, son. Holy shit.
Abusing the position.
I know Marissa is, you know, an arcanist of Adaria.
Yeah, I know her. I've just found her, luckily. Wait,
I
how
know.
do you know? How do you know that specific name?
He kind of smiles a bit and not saying anything.
I look at
Continue.
him with like eyes of a death stare. Tell me.
Well, I'm a scout and I am very well informed.
So you like eavesdrop in on the conversations or what?
I'm a scout and I'm very well informed.
All right.
Yes.
And I'll have you not eavesdrop in on my conversations again, okay?
All right.
Whatever you say.
I
Come
didn't
on.
hear it from you though.
From who?
He kinda. You see that he's trying to hide something. So roll inside, don't they?
I said from who? Insight?
Hmm.
I mean, how am I gonna fucking? It's not like I can read his mind. I just see he's hiding something.
Yeah, but you would notice that he's looking towards the elf that is sitting next to the turtle.
The elf that's sitting next to the turtle.
Yeah, the one you haven't seen before that looks like a spellcaster.
You know, I am very good at keeping secrets myself, so telling me won't be a problem. It will be a problem, however, if I end up having to take the information from you by force.
Please don't do that. It's a nice dinner.
I know, that's why. I just want the fucking information. I've been searching for a while, okay?
I could go on. No, because you were looking for. What's her name? Skilla?
Yeah, sort of. I kind of know where she is, I think, but not certain. No, wait, that's Naya. Wait. Fuck. Now I'm not remembering myself. Hold up.
Skilla was the last scene headed to Imperial for the ship. She was on sank that Mirza was also on. So she's kinda MIA. And also Morwen. Well, you see, the king was going to keep, like, informing me of this you know, after the dinner, like after the main course. So I don't know if you want to hear it from me now or if you should wait and, be, you know, from later.
I guess I'll hear about it later then, if you're telling the truth. Thank you, friends. Have a nice dinner. And I'll head back to my friends.
Two-Face who?
Hey Raven, where'd you go?
Oh, I was just chatting with a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
As you kinda chatting, eventually you will notice that there is a lot of waiters coming over, because that's essentially what they look like, and I don't have a better word for it.
Uh-huh.
They don't have uniforms, that's why it's very hard to say if they're waiters or not.
By the way, Val, I have to say, I swear to God, if I find out there's another elf here that recognizes me, I swear to God.
There's many elves, but none of them that you have recognized or said anything.
No, that's the thing. You remember last time we were in the or when we found out that my character is actually a princess herself. That's what I fucking meant to say.
Wow.
Who knows?
Sorry, Mel.
Not you.
Well, the main course would be prepared. As the main course consists of 3 different meats. One is octopus meat that is prepared in a very fine filleted way, and seems to be, a bit roasted, so it's kind of barbecue style, right? So probably not for Raven, but for some of you it looks really delicious. The second meal is the one that looks right up Raven's alley, as you would see a large plate kind of come up and is in the center of the table. Like, this fish is 10 feet tall. And it's cut open, and you would see that it's filled with all kinds of stuffing to flavor it. And the last one looks very interesting because it's not a fish. And it's because it has legs, right? And it kind of has the centipede, as it has several legs in a row and seem to be very long, like an eel. But it also has fins, and it has a hard shell. And you would see that as they're placing it down, you would see that the cracking sound, that they have to essentially crack the shell open, like tearing off. And inside you would see steam come out.
Cheers.
And those are the 3 main meals.
Grax just shivers a little bit by the bone cracking of the shells.
Yeah, it's a bit off-putting, I would say.
Yeah.
But he also a very skilled hunter, and you can imagine how hard it must to be to deal any damage to this thing because of how the shell is. You're like, how the fuck did they hunt this? Because they can't reach the bottom part if they mermaid people and other things swims from above, as this creature tends to stay at the sea bottom, the ocean floor. It's very interesting. Oh, you see, Adra is looking very impressed by that creature.
Grax kind of leans over to her. How do you hunt those?
It's really hard. You kind of have to use rope and tip it over, but it kind of does like a roll, and it could reel you into its maw and eat you. So it's kind of very hard, and you have to attack it as it's rolling.
Mm.
Interesting.
Some people like lay traps and they actually shoot spikes upwards to kill it. But you know, that's kind of cheating, you know.
Well, it works. So.
But I think this one is, you know, prepared. Because you kind of like you would see that several people are like digging out of it, and there doesn't seem to be any holes from its belly. So they probably have hunted it the correct way.
Okay.
As people start eating, the king would stand up. These meals represent the three stages of our planet. You have the ocean floor, he says, and points gestures towards the centipede. You have our place, gestures to the squid, who dwells in the middle part. And then you have the great watcher from above, gestures to the centerpiece. This sacred fish that normally gets praised and not hunted has been made an exception, as we have Saber from above who rescued our princess. And that's why we made this exception for our honored guests. This fish here is a lifetime meal that nobody ever will most likely have ever again. So feast, drink, and enjoy your good time. If it wasn't for you adventurers, I wouldn't have my daughter sitting beside me. That's fine.
Raven kind of like shrinks down a little, like fuck. The fucking attention. Huh? So I think we just eat.
No?
Nom 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 nom.
Rex,
Mm-hmm.
roll me wisdom save.
Oh.
Shit, not again. Oh shit, not again. Not like the last feast. Not like the last feast.
6.
Oh, that would be. Oh,
Alright.
imagine there's another coup right as we're here. Like what?
We just bring coups with us.
Shut your mouth, damn it.
We're gonna
Too
never-
late.
Nothing will happen, don't worry.
We're going
Oh,
to
fuck off, Tommy, now you did jinx us.
Nah.
Right, valid. What happens?
You don't know. Let me guess.
Nothing for now.
Fucking knew it.
Would I feel anything?
No.
Or... Okay.
You kinda have a sensation, but you can't like make anything out of it.
I would kind of like stop eating for a second and like, yeah, gonna continue eating.
Nom, nom, nom.
Chomp.
Chompy, chompy.
You're eating, enjoying your meal, and eventually, you know, people would stop eating because they physically can't fit anything anything else in the stomach. Need to digest. You would notice some people still eating and they're like groaning in pain.
Yeah, that's probably not how you do that.
some are being smart and drinks, and then eat some more. I'm being smart about it. Well, others aren't as smart. And you kinda, after, at this point, you will notice that there are musicians that comes in starting playing music. As you will notice that people are starting to get up and kind of move around freely. As, you know, it's that point where you can do essentially what you want.
Alright. Did the guy say that the thing that I was gonna get told, or that I should go to him?
That's up to you. He said that the king wanted to speak you to later, essentially.
Then I'll just leave it. If he wants to speak to me, he'll get to me.
That's a good way to think of it.
Then it's
I am
Raven's.
too,
Then
I am
Raven's
too important to go to the king. The king has to come to me.
No, that's not why she's doing it. It's because she's awkward in public, and if she doesn't have to go to the fucking king, then she doesn't do that. It's
Yep.
fucking simple. It's the same way I would if I knew that a king would want to talk to me, I would stay seated and wait for him to approach me and not approach him.
Yeah,
That's the way I would do it IRL too.
it's
It's
actually
the
more
right
polite
way
to do
of
it that.
doing it.
Or Raven
Because
is like, she just doesn't want to have to deal with the fucking.
Then also, like, how do you explain that you found out that he wants to talk to you?
That's
Exactly.
also a good point. Well, to be fair, how did I find that out? By shoving a dagger up someone's back? What?
well, your Dane would kind of turn to y'all. I hope the meal suited y'all.
It was yummy, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Very good. A little grand, but to be expected.
Well, I'm the king. Can't be helped.
Yeah, thought so. But it was nice.
So, what are your plans for the future?
Traveling.
I'm unsure.
Honestly, we're not so certain.
I'm kind of just tagging along, to be honest.
No, you're not. You're part of the group.
That's true, but I'm also tagging along, aren't I?
Aren't we all just tagging along in that case?
But who's the leader then? Who are we following?
Why would there be a leader?
Well, if we're all tagging along, who are we tagging along with?
It's
With
like
each
a weird. It's a weird loop, okay? Like I'm following, Raven. Raven's following Ari. Ari's following Lyra. Lyra's following Grex. Grex is following Yuna. Yuna's following me.
And Lyra
Yes.
just gets left out?
I said Ari's following Lyra.
Yeah, later, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that.
It's a loop, you know.
So we are just running in circles until we reach
Well-
some point.
It's like a Beyblade, you know. They go everywhere.
What's a Beyblade?
Shut the fuck
Is that a game you played, or and you won
Oh,
with, or?
I think I heard about that. It's like one of those
we'd
spinny
spin
things.
coins at each other.
God damn
Yeah.
it, Alan, don't make Beyblades into an actual thing. No.
Beyblades are canon.
Beyblade underwater. Wait a second, that sounds even weirder.
Woo!
We make two players facepalm instead of the DM, guys. We're going the wrong way around.
Is it really facepalm if I put my arm in my fucking elbow?
Alright,
It's elbow.
elbow palm.
You can't even see my face, so it doesn't count.
We can
But
see
we
your
see
hands
where
in front of
hands
your
are
face.
going.
That
They're
does
at the
not
side
work.
of. I'll have you know they're at the side of my face.
Yeah, but before they were in front of your face.
Do you have proof?
Sadly, you're not the only one, bro.
Do you want me to record even like and stream the face cams, or what is it?
No.
Nicely. Don't threaten me.
I
Then.
do. To be fair, Sarah, the shit I would do if I knew you did that, I would do a lot worse things, let me tell you.
Oh god, please don't.
Fucking whips out dick.
He already did. He went to the toilet and left the door open, and we could see him in the mirror in the
The thing
reflection.
is, it was weird because I didn't know that you would see that. To be
So-
fair, that was a fuck up.
Yeah,
don't
when we
care.
came back, being like, "How was the toilet? How did you know?" Well, we could see inside of you.
I mean, I did say I was gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
so.
true.
TY.
Hey, Sarah brought it up, not me.
Ahem.
Anyway,
So Beyblades are canon?
No.
No.
But yes, I don't really know what we're gonna do next because we're kind of at a crossroad, right?
Yeah.
oh, Greg kind of raised her hand.
You can speak normally.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to patch in. I know at least we're gonna stay at least one more day.
Mm-hmm.
I need to show
Video.
Adria,
Yeah.
how to make flame arrows. Arrows.
The fuck are those gonna do underwater?
No,
How
for
do you
above
manage
water. If if there are pirates or other ships that are hostile.
Okay, that would work. We usually just I'm pretty sure they usually just capsize those though. It's a lot easier than just burning them. Anyway,
want to
yeah,
show
you
it?
can do that. I guess if we're staying another day, we could participate in another race tomorrow, right, Carl?
Yep. Yeah, more than 2 people, so you don't get exhausted.
Yeah. And after that, though, like our big plan.
Who knows?
So many things we can do, and there's so many things that I'm not certain where, when, what, how, right? Because I mean, we could go north to the mountains, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Or we could go east.
For the hunt.
Bless you.
So
we could go
carefully.
east for the weird mask thing going on with Lyra, right?
Oh, also that one.
How's your back doing?
It's just a tattoo. It doesn't hurt that much, lol.
Oh, I don't know.
What is lol?
Laugh out loud.
Ah,
It's mermaid slang. Don't worry about it.
okay. Haven't heard it before.
What?
Well, no, of course you haven't heard it before. Have you met a mermaid before?
You?
Before?
I mean,
I would have
Uh.
loved it if Crow just said you again because he's not the smartest.
Why'd you take my joke?
You are slow!
He's
That-
Crow, of course he's slow.
It's for the comedic timing, okay? You bastard!
I'm just quicker than you.
Come on, now let's make it. Come on, let Crow make it. Crow can make it.
Well,
It's
yeah, I
too
said
late,
that
the
out of
timing's
character.
gone.
No, I said it out of character.
No, the timing's gone. It doesn't
Tater,
matter
you've ruined it all.
anymore.
You've ruined
I-
it all.
Ah.
You've ruined everything.
Thank you for. Thank you.
Then we have Xerxes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Dobby
yeah.
just sitting there being like, what the fuck is going on?
Ari, we need to do our own slang.
Yeah.
Yo, my nigga.
No.
Oh.
What?
Abort, abort.
This is how you get 0 banned.
Coker's gonna be very mad.
What?
You
I could
watch
make a
it,
joke,
so-
but I'm gonna wait for that until after the session.
Well, yeah, so, honestly, I don't know. I think we have to kind of talk it through what we're actually going to do next.
Alright.
I did, however, actually kind of want to speak with you at one point.
Same here, actually. I
Oh,
wasn't
really?
sure.
That's such a surprise.
I wasn't sure if you wanted your party to be on it, in on it,
depends what you want to talk to me about. And to be honest, well, I would rather not do it in this public space right now, anyway. For the party to be on it doesn't matter too much, because if we were to be going anywhere, they'd be going with anyway. And they already know about everything anyway, so it's whatever.
Oh, follow me, he says.
Right? Are you guys coming with, or are you guys just gonna chill and do whatever?
I'll come with.
Why not?
Alright.
I'm staying, Adria says. The
I'm staying as well.
food is fucking delicious.
Everything is muted, so I don't know.
I'm just-
Probably will stay.
It's like Ari has been eating really slowly, not to get too full too early.
Yeah, you're doing the 10,000 IQ move.
Yeah.
No, real 10,000 IQ is the
Either
Well,
way,
to eat
she's
it again,
preparing her
because-
stomach for drinking.
Ah, I see. That's why she's eating slowly. So she can drink more than she eats.
Shit!
Right.
Crow
You
saw
found
through her.
Yeah. Big brain.
Yeah, we follow. Some of us. Who the fuck follows.
Yep, I follow.
Be right back.
So, for the people who follows, it would be led into a smaller area where there's not as many tables and it's a lot calmer and quiet. As you kind of guess, this is where he normally eats. You know, just him and his family. And he kind of takes a seat there. As there would be dessert of various kinds. And there would be drinks. Not much else. There's no guards. There's no personnel other than the king and people who followed. Right. So let me start with the information that we have gathered.
Ah, yes.
Do you know about the cosmological map of the world?
I don't think so.
We are in the material plane.
Okay, I knew that much.
This plane you could imagine as a bubble surrounded by a thin membrane called the veil.
Yes.
Mhm.
It is the realm that separates the immortal
We're
life
very familiar with the veil at this point.
and the afterlife. But next to the veil, at the very bottom, called the lower planes, there is hell. Where you go if you are an evil person, essentially. That's where demons and devils are. And Hell is divided into different kingdoms, as that realm is limitless. There's no horizon. It doesn't go around in a loop like our planet does. It just goes on and on and on.
Interesting.
And you could walk for an eternity and never reach the end. Or where you got started.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a good person, you would go to heaven. And just like hell, heaven has its own kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
Some bad, some good. It depends. As
Okay.
every ruler has its own ways. But then you have the in-betweens. And that's where you have different gateways, is what we call them. There is the four ones. That is the elemental planes. It is what combined everything. It's sort of like what keeps everything together. When the elemental plane is the elemental balance is out of order, calamity happens as the veil itself and everything in between gets crushed.
I see.
Including us, I'm guessing.
Yes, we're in the middle.
Oh yes, okay.
And the veil is also kind of like our protective layer. It's what keeping the elemental chaos and the elemental planes from getting to the material plane.
I see.
You adventurers who have been traveled a lot, I assume that you people have noticed that the veil is breaking down.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah, we ended up in it multiple times.
And I assume that most of you are afraid of the undeads that the veil holds and what the Night King Knight would bring to the material plane. However, that's not the only danger.
Mm-hmm.
Because as the veil breaks down, there are gaps, cracks in the veil where elemental forces slip through into the material plane. And that's the first warning that I would have to all of you.
Okay. That is indeed very problematic. So because of the fact that the veil is kind of getting fucked over right now, the elemental chaos will slip into the material plane, yes?
That sounds like what he's saying, I think.
So there might be elementals amongst the dangers that he will face.
That is a problem. Okay.
What exactly is an elemental, by the way?
It is a creature that is associated with one of the four elementals: air, water, earth, and fire.
Okay. So like fireman, waterman, or woman, sorry.
Yeah.
How do we hurt air? Do we just breathe really hard?
I think we'll
Magical
figure that out
weapons usually have an effect on them.
I think we'll also figure that out when we get there.
Okay.
I mean, maybe throw a rock on them.
And regarding this, in the material plane, there are people of certain cultures. Every nation has one, or a few.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you met the owner of the mate shop.
Ah, yes, Rodin.
Her name is Tula Teni.
Oh, that's a different. Never mind.
Tulu Teni.
I just remember Elephant Man.
Yes, what's with her?
She is one of these people that is trying to mend the breach.
Right? But how would one even go about mending a fucking plane? Or a protective layer to a plane?
That's information that has been lost in time, as there were so many of them, many more than they are today. But
I see.
he looks at you now. I can feel that you are one as well, or have ties to it.
What?
Hmm.
Alright. Well, I don't know how to fix them, at least right now.
I suggest that you go to temples that they have on the surface. As the key to mending the veil could be hidden within.
Alright.
Temples? What kind of temples?
Maybe those cities which crashed down?
Oh.
Right, those were cities. Size comparison, they kind of like small compared to the city that you're in. So it's like, wait, like really?
I see.
Well, anyways, that means you would have found them.
Kind of, yeah.
We found one. We know of a second, sort of.
Yep.
In between these planes, there are bridges to the outer planes. Shortcuts, if you will. One which would lead to the Feywild, and one that would lead to the Wildlands. Those are two examples.
Interesting.
And there are others. And then you have beyond the outer planes, far, far away, you have a place called the Void, and the astral plane that protects us from the Void.
Well, I don't think we'll be going there.
But that is the cosmology. And currently in the Feywild, they're not so happy about the veil being broken down either. As that could mean that these bridges are collapsing.
I see.
Meaning that nobody could go into the Feywild and nobody could get out of the Feywild.
That's a problem.
Yes.
I guess especially for the forever living elves.
Yes. Which is, well, most of the elves on the material plane is now migrating back to where they came from.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well. That's most definitely something to deal with. But
And
I mean,
regarding your friend, Skilla,
yes. Well, I heard Morbin visited, right?
yes, Morwen visited. She is also one of these people trying to fix it.
Interesting, didn't know that.
She seems to have some connection to nature.
Could be, don't know. Haven't seen her in fucking years. Sadly.
And since we know her name, we have had our spellcaster scry on her.
Is she alright?
She is alright.
Where? Oh, wait, I'm guessing you can't see that.
Let's
Do
see
you-
that he is trying to remember. Where's the map? I always have trouble finding this map. Yeah, it's good. I need to get my way. She is at Velinar Island, trying to convince elves there to stay and help.
Valinar Island, okay.
Tried with the RNI first, but wasn't able to convince them.
Okay. And you said something about Skita?
She is with Morwen.
Oh, they're together.
Yes.
Well, that's fucking great to know. If they're safe, that's all that matters, really. Would it be possible to get a message to them?
Yes, it would.
Right, could I do that later?
When you have the message ready,
How long can it be? Because I know there's limitations.
it could be 25 words, and Tulu Tinny is the one that would send it.
Okay. Thank you. And I assume you have never heard of Naya?
It's see that he's looking a bit sad. I'm afraid that she's no longer with us.
Raven just looks like with the face of fuck.
I pat you on the shoulder.
I knew it. I fucked up. Are you 100% certain?
From our scouts, she is inside the veil.
It doesn't necessarily mean she's dead. We were in the Veil.
Indeed. But I do not know for more than that.
Okay, well, she actually somewhat brightens up from that. Because it's like,
It's an upgrade from dead.
it's confirmed that she isn't dead yet.
But you also know that dead people go to the veil.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't necessarily mean that she's dead. It's that kind of thing.
Especially
Right?
with the current situation.
Yeah, with the current situation, there's a good chance that the city she was captured in is just so happened to fucking go, and now
Veil-
everybody's in the veil,
yeah,
you know?
veilified, you know.
Yeah, they got veilified. So like, that's a possibility. So that's the way Raven is thinking right now. She's rationalizing everything as best as she can.
Alright.
Okay. Well, I can work with that information. Thank you. Okay, I'll get a message ready. So I would start like thinking about a message of 25 words, basically.
Raven would do that in game in character as well. She's
And for
actually
the rest of
pretty
you, eating, drinking. Circe, roll a con save.
Of
Mrs.
course.
drinks a lot.
That's the goal.
Not bad.
22.
Out drinking all of the guards there.
Yep.
She's like sat neck closer to some of the guards, and the people was just chatting with them, drinking.
And Adria would continue to talk to Grex. And Grex,
Mm-hmm.
she would lean in and whisper to you.
Oh. She kind of thinks for a moment. Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna take a walk. You know, get the food a bit down.
All right.
And take a small walk. No clue where, but you know.
You can guess that
you-
she doesn't know either.
Okay.
As she kind of like walks in a random direction, goes to the hallway, open the door, seeing like a board meeting room. It's like, what the fuck? You then go to another room, and eventually you kind of get it look kind of like storage area, but there are benches around, which is very confusing.
Okay.
It's like, what? Why is there benches? Never mind.
I don't know either.
Kind of like that, right? We see that she's like very nervous.
She's confused, you know. Something troubling you?
Yeah, you could say that.
That is.
Well, I really like you, right?
Crick's kind of like, what?
Like, I never met that other hunter like me.
She's still a bit slightly confused. In my clan, there are a few others.
Well, not here. There are many fishermen, and there's many people that hunt, but I use a bow, and I'm the only one that uses the bow that I know of.
Ah, like that. Yeah. I can see why. I tried to shoot an arrow on the water. It didn't work that well.
Yeah. And you're very nice and very sweet, and I kind of think I am falling in love with you.
That's the question. Does she know what love means?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of everyone knows.
Yeah, but you know, I do like to point out you got the education. She didn't.
I mean, even primal people, even the first humans, you love. Even animals know love. Well, at least attraction.
Yeah, fair. Uh, she can see that she, Drax is thinking really hard. The few times in her life that she really had to think hard, this is, another one.
Yep.
I don't know what to say.
Not to say anything, it's just that I felt like I had to tell you before I was gonna ask something. And I just wanted to know before that. But it doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just that, we don't really get many adventures here, right? Like I said.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I can imagine.
and getting out of this place is really hard. Because, we're not allowed to leave the city, you see.
So you want to get out with us?
Yes, I was going to ask you if I could follow you in your ship when you leave.
I would have to ask the others what they think.
Just don't tell them that I said I loved you, okay? I don't want it.
Would it be okay if I asked my sister for help?
Yeah.
No, I'm not that knowledgeable in that area, so I kind of need help in that to see what the best thing is, because back at my place, we were taught that it's always a man and a woman together, not a woman and a woman, so, or a man and a man. So it's a bit off. It's odd to hear this, so I don't know what to do with it.
But if you need time to think, I understand.
Well, I have a meeting tomorrow. Maybe I have my answer to tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, true, right. Oh.
Does she seem relieved?
She seems relieved that she told you. But now she's like kind of stumped and have no clue what the fuck to do.
Vex as well. She's like, right, what now?
You can guess that she fought up to this point, but not further.
Yeah. Right. Maybe we should head back and, talk a bit there with people.
Right.
Yeah.
True. Oh, she's blushing red.
Wouldn't it make purple?
Yep. Yes, it would. And she kind of comes out and she like trying to see, official and hide her China's.
Right, deep breath. You're still a bit purple.
Thank you. All right, I am ready.
Then they would head back.
Yep.
How
Oh,
was the
Xerxes.
While
While they're doing that, you kind of saw her before, but you would see one of the people coming up to you. seriously. As you will notice, yeah, I think it's the last picture I sent. Yes, it is. That woman coming up to you.
Hi.
So I can see that you can hold your liquor, and I was thinking we could make it a bit interesting.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Any ideas?
Well, we could make a bit of wager if you want.
All right.
Or, you know, we could take shots.
Let's see who passes out first.
That it is then. As they're having a drinking contest.
Right in front of the king.
Yep,
Perfect.
I mean, it's a party, isn't it?
the king right in. I will take that bait. You're taking one side. You would see that she's like, all right, and didn't expect that, but she knows that king is very, you know, he's not really the typical king, you know.
Oh wait, the king is joining in.
Yes.
Ah,
Hey.
I would just nod and smile at him.
Right. So con saves.
That 20.
At 20.
A good start.
Yeah.
As you start, you will notice that you're kind of fine. The king is fine. The woman who introduced herself as Nari kind of looked a bit tipsy.
By the way, I'm just looking at this, going like, okay, here we go again.
That happened again.
No, it's not a this happened again. It's more of a god fucking damn it. One of us is gonna have to drag her out of here later.
As I looking at Anari, was it?
Yes.
And I look at Lyra and give her like, kind of like a death glare. It's like, don't you fucking dare.
I'm not getting involved.
So, round.
If I was a drunken master, I would get involved because of that I would drink all of you under the table.
So, round 2.
All right.
They drink, and you're kind of at this point starting to get tipsy, right? And you would notice that the king actually seems a bit better state than you are.
This king can drink. It's like Baldrich all over again.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
But less clanky and more wet.
But slopping sounds.
So
No!
Terrible.
So now
You're-
both Nari
You're
and
fucking terrible.
I'm here all week.
Fuck you.
Nori is still tipsy.
Ari starts to get tipsy.
Yes.
The king is fine.
So,
King
round
is
3.
taking it like a champ.
Home field advantage.
Another one.
Yes. further on.
Yeah, we're going down.
Literally.
Now the king is starting to get tipsy a little bit. Not too much, but he's starting to feel it. You and Nari is getting drunk, but you are more drunk than Nari is.
By the way,
Yeah.
I have to say this. You first it was a nat 20, then a 14 and an 8. You have lost 6 in both rolls.
Next one is a 2.
Yes.
And the king rolled a nat 20, by the way, this round.
That fucker is getting not going down without a fight.
I just look at the king, is like nods, like approval.
The king smiles. Then you notice something. You and Nari is drinking, not that strong of alcohol. The king is drinking, the vodka like the moonshine.
Oh my god, it is boulders.
I know.
Even more of an approval.
And they kind of get the hint that there's something off.
He's
That isn't
all-
fair.
He's
House
drinking.
always
Telling you
wins.
he doesn't have a liver.
No. House always wins.
And then fourth round. As this would be the last one. As
Oh Madly, look, it's the 11 that is off center.
the king is, still tipsy. Nora is drunk. And you're about to get, really drunk.
You're about
As
to get hammered.
as you're starting to swirl your words.
Oof.
As Nori still can't speak. But that would be the last final round as you get the shorter end of the stick. And you kinda call it off there. Unless you want to get completely smashed and pass out.
It's Ari.
Another one, come on, you can do it.
It's legitimately Ari. Her thing
No
is
bitching
drinking.
out.
All
no
in.
bitching out.
Mama didn't raise no bitch. Come on.
One more. Love that.
Another.
It's like Ari just. I just look at her. Ari just goes. When Ari says that, my character just goes get the. Oh.
So I rolled for Narvi twice now and they both was on that 20s.
Okay,
I'm
Should I-
happy we haven't had combat because we would have died.
should I just roll?
I just say I have rolled 6 nat 20s this entire session.
Like I said, Valid, I'm happy we haven't had combat because we would have died.
Yeah, Ari
I'm
would pass out.
I'm like take the shot and it's like this is fine. Glug.
We'll come back, Raven. During the final round, you would probably go out. The drinking game. And Lyra, you would, and Yuna, you two would notice that the king starts to get drunk now.
I sit next to Ari and I just, pat her on the back. You'll wake up eventually.
Is Tulu Tenny around?
Yes, cheers.
Could I go up to her?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Jourdain said you could send a message for me.
Yes.
Okay. Let's
You
see.
want to send it to private?
Yes, please.
Alright, come with me, she says.
Yep.
She would go to into a direction, and you kind of can tell that she knows her way around here.
Makes sense. And
And
then,
you kind of remember that Celia said that she was kind of like the magical consultant for the
yeah,
king,
makes sense.
and she would lead you to a private room where there's an office, and you would notice that this is probably her office because there's a lot of like arcane stuff around, and potions and whatnot.
Nice.
Right. Who is this message to?
Morwen.
Ah, yeah, I know her.
Good. Makes it easier.
I was told to scroll on the name, man. No, I need to
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, she's a friend of mine. So the message I would like to send is this one, and she holds out a note with the message on it, or well, her book, and the message is written in it.
Oh.
There it is.
All right.
Very, very simple message.
Yes. She would send it.
Oh wait, I fucking misspelled. Hold up, I messed up one name, but whatever, that's fine. Same.
Ah.
Same message. It's just a name that has to be different. Hold up. Two names with M's in them, so I messed them up. There you go. That's it. Same thing, same but different. Yeah. So she sends that.
Yep.
Do I know if anything comes back?
Oh, there's a message back. So,
What is it?
I'll type it to you.
Yo, let's go! Poggers. But in fact, I love your status. Playing D&D and drinking, fuck off. Good way to not get bothered.
Ay.
You gotta make yourself clear.
Yes. I mean, I say normally around 8, 9, I get DMs from like 7 different people.
Yeah. I know that feel. I just don't get it from 7 or 8, I get it from like 2.
One of them's me.
Usually. It's, well, then 3. It's not like that from one other person. Mostly. Actually, no, there's a lot of people nowadays, never mind. Anyway.
Ooh,
Alright.
So I would... Yeah, popular, huh? But I, yeah. Well, thank you. I will... Yeah, that helps a lot. You can go back to whatever partying or whatever you want to do again.
I'm taking it slow.
Probably smart. I don't think I'm drinking at all.
That way you can eat more than most.
Makes sense. Alright, let's go back. And we return.
Yep.
Do I see a passed out Ari?
Yes.
Oh my god, what? Again?
I'm taking. Yeah, they're having a drinking competition.
I don't
with
think
the
she's having
king.
it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. Maybe she wakes up.
I think we'll just bring her to bed and let her.
It's not like we can splash water in her face to wake her up, you know?
King is
What's the
genuinely
reverse of
laughing.
this? What's the reverse of this? How can we blow air underwater? Help!
Can I make? Is it possible to make bubbles?
I could do something, King would say.
No, no, just leave her.
No.
Gertrude
Okay,
needs-
okay,
How about
we'll let
the
her sleep.
carbonated water? That has water in
No,
it.
no, no, stop, please. Let's just leave her. Let her sleep, and we'll bring her back. She'll be fine, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's
Ah,
very,
sure,
very
we'll-
easy to, transport at least, King would say.
Yeah, I mean, not like it's hard. She's light as a feather in the water.
That's all.
She just here just bubbled herself.
All right, I'll take. Should we maybe return to the tavern, guys?
For more drinks?
I have arranged chambers for all of you if you want.
That works too.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah. As
Oh,
long as
it-
it's not underwater.
Yes, I was about to say that. As if my chamber's above, in air, I'll stay here.
The king kind of looks at Tulu, who nods. It is not underwater.
Woo!
All right.
I look over. I look over at Celia. Yes. I keep for
Mhm.
Sapphire. Could I spend the night with her so I don't have to sleep above water?
Yes,
Good.
I
I
assume
look
you
over at
would.
Celia and be like,
Bed
Ain't
buddies.
getting rid of me that easy.
Sleepovers!
"Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Lyra, do you want to sleep underwater? You can join us
Oh
if you
no,
want."
that's not what I meant. That was more of a out of character thing.
I see.
So, Crow, wanna help me get Audi to sleep? It's kind of hard to carry someone while swimming.
I can do it.
Yeah, let Raven do it.
Oh, that also works.
And
You
then
know, I
we'll
don't-
drag
I
her
don't
into a
use my-
bed or something.
It's not like I use my arms during the swimming.
I don't know how quickly you want it to go, so.
I mean, you can take her, but it's gonna be hard. I can just take her with me, no problem.
All right.
Right. I'll bring her. But
Yeah.
as we're like moving to the rooms, I'm also kind of like, by the way, I kind of have a place I feel like I want to go, but I would be dragging you guys way south, which I don't know if you guys want.
Well, we have to
Yeah,
go
that
north
place is-
and south now then.
We also have to go east, so we're kind of we could
And
go in every
west.
direction. Yes.
Aren't we going around the wall all the time?
Well, yeah, but
Do you guys want to make a lap of the planet?
that's kind of what we're doing, sort of.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what do we want? Okay, well, basically, two of my friends are down on the Valinar Islands.
Interesting.
But it's... I would like to see them again, but I know that they're safe, and that's all that really matters. So it's not that important.
Mhm.
When we were going to let me see, where was Marissa again?
Oh yeah.
Oh right, she was in fucking Kalia or Zalia or whatever the fuck, right?
Yep.
When we were going there, I didn't know if she was safe, so that's why I had a little bit more of a I really need to go. So it's up to you guys what we want to do. Do we want to go north or south? Or do we want to pass over the Aranai Islands, or under, most likely, and then over the Land of the Rising Sun towards
Where the
Akaito?
fuck was it I needed to go again?
Akaito.
Was
think
it
it was
somewhere
okay.
north?
No, it's one of the island. It's one of the. It's either Akaito or. No, it's definitely Akaito. It's a single word. Okay, hold up.
Yes.
It's Akaito.
Oh yeah,
Wait, I couldn't find that in my notes. Wait,
I wrote it down for me, so
that works perfect.
I'm just looking. Where the fuck is that?
Way on the right, small little island.
Oh yeah, there it is.
It's the tower
Oh.
thingy. So, which one of the three do we want to do? I have a feeling we should probably go north, shouldn't we? Go to that crashed city, yes?
I don't know. I mean, even if we get inside, maybe we have the same problem as before, as we can't enter.
That's a maybe. You can only figure it out by going there. And the thing is,
It's very far
I
away though,
think
so it's on the
everything is
opposite of
far
the
away.
world.
Yeah, so is Valinor Islands, and so is Akaito.
Well, at least the other two are closer than the city.
I look at my map. I'm assuming we've kind of like gone into one room and just all sat down to make this easy.
Yeah.
I look at my
Yeah.
map and I just hold a ruler to every direction and I'm like, no, Kaito is most definitely the furthest. Valinor Island, it depends where they are if it's furthest or not. But the mountains are not necessarily that far. It's just we go north, we get to Port Stern, I'm assuming, and then we
Mm,
leave our boat. And yeah, what is? Every time I name that port, you make a weird noise, Grix. What's with it?
uh, Greg Scott looks at Yuda. Us words are not allowed outside our area. And Port
That's true,
Stern
it's a
is
human
outside.
city.
It's a human city.
I forgot about that.
So you aren't allowed to pass there, basically.
No, we would.
Well,
If-
they are
if-
not happy, but sometimes it happens. There you go.
Mm, I think slaves are allowed for slaves, but yeah.
I think it was more towards the main city where they are stricter to it than the
Mhm.
others.
Actually, no. Kind of strict all the way.
No, so it's stricter south than north.
Oh.
So,
Huh.
if we
Wait,
go, we need to go to Imperial and go from there up in the mountains.
Oh, that's a bad idea. Then we're going back into Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't we just not go through cities? And just stick to the woods, stick to the
Where do we leave the boat then?
on shore?
Wouldn't that be wiser to do the other places first?
Or
We could land at a port, sell the boat, move on, go to
yeah,
you
and
know,
if you don't want to be in the port because you're not allowed, I don't know if you're gonna be happy about the thought, but I can just quickly swim you guys to shore, and then the rest of us, you guys will camp. We take the boat, sell it, or just leave it, or whatever, import, and then we quickly join back up with you. So you never have to actually be close or in the city.
mhm.
I mean, depending on the strength of the currents, we could also go through rivers.
I have a feeling if they're gonna, I do feel that rivers are a little bit more. How do you say that? Like protected? Like they might scan us if you get what I mean, like inspections and shit, and that would.
No,
Still be-
rivers usually go through, the heart of the city as well. That's why
That's
cities
true.
are there.
That's also true.
Correct. We were alone in a room, right?
Yes.
Excellent. I also got a request. Remember the woman that was with me,
Mm-hmm.
Erda?
Erda, yeah.
She would like to join us to get out of the city.
What was she again? Was she a sea elf?
Yes.
Why exactly?
Well, if I get the feeling correctly, but I'm still a bit confused by her, but I can guess she didn't feel that welcome here because how she hunts. Now she hunts with bow and arrow and so do
Yeah.
I, so and other people not.
As you're talking, Gregs, You're not feeling so well.
Well, we can take her with us.
My stomach is not good.
What? What happened?
You ate too much.
No, I didn't eat too much. Just doesn't feel good.
Huh?
Did you eat something that was rotten? I doubt
You're
it was
getting really
rotten.
tired. You're also getting really tired.
Correct yawns.
Didn't you sleep that well?
No, I slept great. I don't know what's wrong.
Something's wrong with her.
Yeah.
Can I? Could I just make an Arcana check, see if something's up with her?
Oh, I can't check.
All right, I'm not that good at this. Well, whatever. Oh, pretty right.
No, it doesn't matter.
You kind of sense there is. It's not like outside. It's like in her stomach that there's magic inside of her, and you're kind of breaking out into cold sweat as well.
Did you eat something magical by any chance?
Not that I know of.
Okay, quickly name all the things you ate.
I would name up the things that I ate.
No.
Was there anything in there that seemed suspicious to me?
You, with your keen mind, you kind of remember what the king said about the fish, about it being sacred.
Oh, I get it.
I've
I've connected the dots.
Correct, not connected dots. I would, but
Crow hasn't. I had just have in my own brain.
I haven't connected the dots. I have no idea what the fuck is
I
going
was
on.
zoning out, so.
Want me to
Can-
take a jab at it?
Can Greg's try to puke it out?
No, and you would go unconscious.
Wait. I am so beyond confused.
So
And that's
Hey,
where it's gonna end it.
I wanted a kid. I tried to.
Madly, do you want an out of
Yeah,
character explanation,
disease?
or are you good?
Kind of.
I
because
can hear poison and diseases.
Okay, I can tell you exactly most likely what's going to happen. Grex is a protector.
Remember the hunter?
Yeah, the hunter.
And now she just ate a sacred fish. You know, one that's supposed to be protected.
And
And
Raven, you kinda,
worship.
with your keen mind, you kinda recognize that the fish kinda looked like a small Leviathan, like a baby one.
Oh.
You know, this is Grex. You know, she doesn't know everything of her new task yet because nobody's teaching her either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
you
is a
didn't
good
know.
moment to realize, I should not eat things that are people called sacred.
It's
Well,
a
then
sacred land.
I guess we'll figure that out, huh?
And next session, I'm going to start in a private call with.
Oh
Greg.
my god, did you dare?
Oh,
Fun,
Zero fucking dies.
Or no, we could do it, you know, off camera, so to speak, or whatever, same time, because I like to do that.
I'm completely free. I have nothing tomorrow. I'm here to drink, so.
Yes.
You know.
It's not gonna be today, that I'm gonna say.
And the earliest I can is next Friday.
Ah.
Because tomorrow I have family over, I have other things I have to do here in my room, so I doubt I can really sit down and have a talk, maybe in the evening. Sunday, well, you know, Sunday. Monday, school again.
Well, Friday then.
Well, that's fun.
Yes.
You're not allowed to eat cows anymore.
I'm gonna disconnect that music you're saying because otherwise I'm gonna fall asleep.
Motherfucker, I'm about to fall asleep.
I gotta grab something to eat, but holy fucking shit. That entire thing made me hungry.
Aren't cows like sacred animals to Indians?
Yes.
So yeah, you're not allowed to eat cows anymore.
No more beef.
Well, at least I'm in a safe area.
For now.
I got the most important thing out. And then I have the second most important thing that I kind of like. I need uniform! Sis, help!
Nah.
Tablet,
Hmm?
do you wanna play some Earth?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You know what, guys?